Okay, so what we're getting into now, so obviously we've graphed absolute value functions and we've looked at changes in absolute value functions, and now what we're doing is actually solving absolute value functions, which is actually really, really easy, especially since we've already covered inverse functions. So you guys have already gotten a lot of practice solving equations. So there's only one kind of extra thing that you've got to do here, but it's not hard at all. So in this case, this is example 1. We've got 3 times the absolute value of x minus 2 minus 10 equals 11. Our first step is going to be to isolate the absolute value expression. Okay? So what you're doing basically is you're just isolating the absolute value expression. So we want this absolute value of x minus 2 by itself. That's our first step. So the first thing I'm going to do is move this 10 over, very similar to when you're solving other equations. Okay, so we'll move this 10 over. It's being subtracted, so obviously we will add it. So now I'm going to be left with 3 absolute value of x minus 2 equals 11 plus 10 is 21. Again, I want this absolute value expression alone, so I'm going to divide by this 3. So divide by 3, divide by 3, those will cancel. Left with absolute value of x minus 2. Over here I've got 21 divided by 3. That's 7. So now I've got the absolute value of x minus 2 equal to 7. So my first step is done. I've got my absolute value expression by itself. My second step is going to be to set the absolute value. So set the absolute value expression equal to positive and negative of the other side. Okay, so now that I've got this absolute value expression by itself, I'm going to set this value inside this x minus 2 equal to plus, so positive, and negative of the other side. So I'll have my x minus 2 equal to 7. I'll also have x minus 2 equal to negative 7. So now I've basically I went from this to 2. I split it up. So one of them is equal to a positive 7. The other is equal to a negative 7. Okay? My third step is to solve both of my equations. Now I just have 2 super simple equations to solve. I've got x minus 2 is equal to 7. So I'll add 2 to both sides. X equals 9. Okay? Over here, plus 2, x negative 7 plus 2 is negative 5. Your final answer, the way that you technically write this, are these weird curly brackets. Our first x value is 9. The next x value is negative 5. So my answers are 9 and negative 5. I have 2 solutions.